Self self motivation is the key area. If you are not motivated, it is very difficult to innovate something new. So the post दो बार ठीक है मीटिंग के बाद. So so definitely motivation is something is very important, and motivation means your beliefness on your own self, because you are going to compete with the global technocrats. It is not only to compete with the Chandigarh, to compete with the North India, to compete with the India. It is the competitions at the global level. And when you are going to compete with the global level, how to get the global training? These chapter will provide a global environment, global training, global coordinations with all likewise mind. Through this chapter, you can collaborate, you can work, you can organize any activities of any top universities, okay, of any top universities where the computer science students are studying. So suppose that a university from Canada or university from Asia or university from USA, and if that one university is offering a UG program in computer science, you are also UG in computer science, you want to work together, we can do. But how we can do all those things? Definitely we need a medium. This chapter will provide, or these forum will provide such mediums. It is very, very useful. We receive a lot of the recognitions because of this chapter. Otherwise, if you're living in isolation, no one will listen. So you need a platform where you can showcase your hard work, your dedications, your determination. So ultimately, the basic vision is self-motivated, globally competing technocrats equipped with the computing, where you have to go for mathematical computations, innovations, and another thing that is something is very important: human values. You have a knowledge, but if you have to apply that knowledge into the right perspective, that is something is very important. It is also a core part of the computer science. So knowledge with the right perspective. You have knowledge, you want to do something for the society, that is the human values. And through the computer science, you can see we are going to touch each and every part of this globe. ऐसा कोई पार्ट नहीं है जो कि अनरिचेबल है. Every part is reachable. ठीक है? So forever changing world and save them toward a serving society. ठीक है? Now, what is the best practices in this chapter or in this department? Because the chapter and the department both are same. Department follow a fixed curriculum offered by the university, but the global access practice we have to provide through this chapter. So the best is we follow in the department, the best practices we follow through this chapter. I think that Muskan will share these things that in October, I think in October, we featured as the best chapter in India because of activities. Means we take a lead. We always take a lead to interact with the eminent experts from academic or industry. We always try what is happening into the various others in industries or universities. So if we have a closed collaborations and communications with the top universities and industries, we invite, we talk, definitely we know that key, what is going on. And according to the current scenario, we have to prepare ourselves. Second, that is something is very important for the computer science, is skill and research-based teaching. Here we are not talking about that this is a syllabus, we have to complete the syllabus. No. What is the outcome of this syllabus? Many people are talking about that this syllabus is obsolete. Now the things are moving very far, very ahead way. But just I think that there is two things. One is a data science and is the data structure. Data science, definitely it's a new big words, but it came from when you have a deep fundamental knowledge about the data structure. So whatever we are teaching, we always try to, what is the outcome, how to create a new knowledge, how to create a new things from this learning. We always to emphasize on that one. And because of that, I'll also in the last meeting that we promote a lot about the research and projects. And your seniors do a lot. Another things, we always try to enhance the expertise of faculty members. We always try to go for interaction with the industry, academia, making the student industry ready. Why? Because we always try to work as per the industry standard. I'll tell you, provide the quality educational environment. How? As I told that, your senior will tell that we always be available for any kind of the help or any kind of the support. So I think that in this, the support from the faculty member, the support from the teachers, I think that your senior will tell in more detail and more reliable way rather than myself. So these are the missions. I'm just going to, we in the Department of Computer Science, we have the 11 faculty members, 8 labs total. We identify that around 13 to 14 labs. So around 8 to 9 labs are under the upgradations. So, and I think that you all know that the total intake in UG 60 plus 6 LE. So this is the basic information about these things. We keep ourselves on the computing. Computer science is the basis of computing, and computing is the basis of computation. I always echo these things that when you are in the computer science, I feel that you must have a coding skill. A computer professional without the coding skill, I think that for him and her, it is not very promising part. So coding is something is very, very important. And when we are talking about the coding, means we are going to talk about the computation or manipulations of the data. Okay, so here the computing has effect or give a drastic change into the science, into the engineering, into the business, or many others human endeavors. If you just see, as I told you that, if you just see in medical field, as I told you, in agricultural field, in businesses, people are sitting one place and they are managing the business at the global level. So completely change. I think that there is no need to tell. We are here. We are sitting on our homes, and we are interacting, discussing. This is the beauty of technology. Otherwise, it is very difficult. We have to get all the students at one place in the department, in classroom. Then we have to talk with disseminate. But through the technologies, we are sitting at home, but we are connecting. We are connecting for discussing how to improve ourselves, how to work together. Okay. So when we talk about the computing, computer science is the part of the is very important to understand what is computer science, what is computer engineering, what is the information science, what is the information technologies, what is the software engineering. this thing is very, very important. This thing is very, very important to understand the scope. And when we talk about this computing, so computing have these I'll here. So computing basically what courses in computing? All these courses, all these curricula, definitely designed by the ACM. All these things I have taken from the ACM, because ACM also propose the curricula in computing. And when we talk about the computing, definitely computing basically when you are talking about going to opt any course from the computing. So maybe you are going to do the computer science, when you are going to do the information system, when you are going to software engineering, computer engineering, information technology. But generally, when you ask from a layman, from any person, आप क्या सुनेंगे? They always say that सब बराबर हैं, सब बराबर हैं, ठीक है? No difference. Computer science, software engineering, computer engineering, information सब same है. Is it so or not? Hello, सब कहाँ गए? तो mute. Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
No, I'm audible. I know that. I'm audible.
Sir, it happens like even when I was deciding my stream, so I asked a few people that what is the difference between computer science and IT and everything, and most of them suggested that it's the same. So you can choose anyone you want.
Amrit, I know that we already discussed a lot. I'm just talking about the first year. So up now what happened? They did BTech in computer science, but they are applying for MS in information technology. उनको लगता है they all same. It is not their fault. It is the fault of that they are not connected with the right system. If all are the same, then why we have a different name? It means their mandates are different. Any student from the computer first year में कोई है बच्चा?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, आप लोग इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं यार, क्या मतलब? प्लीज आप लोग तो अभी तो आई थिंक दैट यू मस्ट, आपसे ज्यादा हम लोग को लगता है एनर्जी है. वी ऑल हैव मोर एनर्जी देन यू. एक मिनट यार, कनेक्ट. हाँ प्लीज.
यस यस सर.
इज इट सेम कि सारे कोर्सेज सेम होते हैं?
No, sir, there are minor differences.
Minor, only minor.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I researched a lot about to choose like.
Yes. Now,
I
when you are talking, when you are interacting, you told that now you search a lot, but you are not confident that whatever the search, whatever you have to, whatever the data you have found on the net, is it correct or not?
Yes.
Because searching is one part, but after getting the data, who will validate this one? Yes, this data is right. You can trust on that one.
Yes,
that is
sir.
something is very important.
Yes, sir. So I thought
next, I'm not here to judge the knowledge. I'm just asking. If I know that yes, you are correct, I appreciate and move ahead. If I feel that yes, your thought is not correct, I will correct to that one. Erase the wrong things and put that. So, Jay, मैं वह रहा हूँ कि एक just basic introductions and all these things we are getting from this chapter, from this ACM. I am here to tell the importance of department, the importance of ACM, and the importance of the opportunities, career opportunities in computer science. All three things are well connected to each other. If you feel that nahi, this is not my cup of tea, मेरा interest इतना है, मैं तो इतना ही करूँगा, please, you can become a lot of choosy कि भाई ठीक है हमें ये करना है, but in study, please don't narrow. You always try to widen the opportunity, widen the thoughts कि नहीं मुझे कम नहीं पढ़ना है, मुझे सब कुछ पढ़ना है. अभी I think that many of the will talk about machine learning, AI, deep learning. If you thought to narrow down yourself, but data analysis, you need a lot of data. ठीक है ना? तो ये चीज बहुत बहुत it is something is very important that you never ever try to narrow down your thought and learning when you are the students. As a students, as much as possible, you broaden yourself. कि हमें ये भी देखना है, ये भी देखना है, ये पढ़ना, ठीक है, नहीं काम में आएगा, but definitely I have to learn. I have, okay. So computer science, information system, so all these things. So and all these disciplines, basically, when we, as I told that, computing means we are going to process. अब मुझे यहाँ पे कितने फर्स्ट ईयर के बच्चे हैं? Can anyone tell me the difference between data and information? And system take the data or information? कोई है मुझे बताएगा?
Sir, system takes the data and then processes it, which gives us information.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Just a minute. Yes, हाँ बता रही.
Sir, actually system takes the data which we give it and then it processes it and changes it.
Now my question is very simple. When you are, what is the difference between the data and information? And when you are going to interact with the system, you are giving the data or information to the system?
Sir, we give data.
And I think that it is one of the simplest question in computer science. It is one of the simplest question. इससे आसान question अगर कोई हो, please share with me.
Data, computers,
Please try to understand. I am not here to talk about. I am not here to giving a lecture. Please, I am here to telling about the importance. कि अभी मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ कि इससे आसान क्वेश्चन अगर कोई हो सकता है, please share with me, discuss with me. Definitely I have to correct myself. मुझसे लगता है इससे आसान क्वेश्चन इन कंप्यूटर साइंस नहीं हो सकता कि डेटा और इंफॉर्मेशन. एंड सेकेंड, when you are going to interact with the system, we are providing the data or information. और हम लोग आजकल सभी लोग सिस्टम के साथ काम कर रहे हैं. एंड तो मुझे बताएं, नेक्स्ट इतना सोचना पड़ रहा है सबसे सिंपलेस्ट आंसर के लिए, सॉरी सिंपलेस्ट क्वेश्चन के लिए.
Sir, I think data is more
देखो next computer science work on 1 and 0.
Yes.
Computer science always work and there is no I feel, may, no, never. ये कभी computer science कभी करेगा ही नहीं. Try to understand this sense. If you are looking for a bright career, bright future, bright positions, so for answer of such questions, for answer of such fundamentals, definitely the ACM is very, very important. मैं कहीं पर भी जाता हूं, मैं किसी से बात करता हूं. Whenever I got an opportunity to interact with any students, my first question, sir, I am from computer science. Great. You know about ACM? बोलते मुझे नहीं पता है. मेरा कन्वर्सेशन वहीं से स्टॉप हो जाता, बस खत्म. If someone say that कि yes, I am from the mechanical, I don't know about the car, तो फिर बात ही क्या करनी है? So all these things. So ये जो मैं PPTs हैं, जो data है, there is no mean when you don't know that these two things, data or information. Or I request all from first year students कि please आप बात करिए. Honestly देखिए, मैं बार-बार कह रहा हूँ कि in this 4 year you joined this college to learn something new. हम भी थे, हमें भी नहीं पता था, हमारे टीचर्स ने हमें बताया और वो हम आपको पास ऑन कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. इसमें कोई ऐसा नहीं है. दिस इज अ चेन. ओके. सो all this computing, when you talk about the compute, so there is a computing space where you are going to perform your operation. So computing means आप कुछ operation perform कर रहे हैं, and when you are performing some operation on input, definitely you will get some output. आपको कुछ एक output मिलेगा, and for that you have to perform some कुछ न कुछ आपको करना होगा वो बात. तो वो उसके में आप ये ग्रीन कंप्यूटिंग है, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग है, परवेसिव कंप्यूटिंग, देयर इज एन नंबर, देयर इज नो लिमिट, there is no limit, and every computing have their own identifications and requirement. वो जैसे जैसे आप पढ़ेंगे you will get it, but here I'm just talking about all those things. अब जैसे for an example, I think that everyone has heard about the cloud computing. सुना आप लोगों ने?
यस सर, सुना है.
सुना. फॉग कंप्यूटिंग सुना आपने?
नो सर.
नो, ठीक है. एक है एज कंप्यूटिंग, सुना है? नहीं सुना है. अब देखो तीनों कंप्यूटिंग्स हैं. अब क्लाउड हम बार बार कहते हैं क्लाउड की, भाई ठीक है, अगर उसको हम बात करें क्लाउड, बादल और फॉग, तो बादल और फॉग में नियर कौन होता है? फॉग नियर होता है, क्लाउड दूर होता है. अगर दिखेगा जाए तो अगर फॉग कंप्यूटिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, यानी वी आर परफॉर्मिंग द कंप्यूटेशंस एट सम डिस्टेंस, मींस कंप्यूटेशंस एट द नियर एंड कंप्यूटेशन एट द फार, बहुत दूर कर रहे हैं. तो दोनों में क्या है डिफरेंस? क्या डिले है कि नहीं? एक में डिले कम है, एक में डिले ज्यादा है. एंड एक चीज और भी ध्यान रखिएगा कि T इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू P. If you are taking more time, you are compromising with the performance. And if you are completing your task in less time, you are increasing the performance. Benefit दोनों के अलग हैं, ठीक है ना? What is your requirement? मैंने वही कहा. So और जो edge computing है, suppose that if you are getting a data at one place, आपने वहीं पे उसको प्रोसेस कर लिया, फिर भेज रहे हैं, that is the edge. अब I think that कनिष्क कोई और मुझे दिखाई दे रहा. अभी आप लोग पैचेस डाउनलोड करते ही नहीं करते हैं? When you are suppose that you have a Windows or any other operating system or any applications or some others, and after in some interval you are getting some that updates. Yes, your update. तो updates कहाँ से update होते हैं? वो central system से या near node से? Near node से होते हैं. वो we'll discuss later on. So ये है. So now come to the just a basic information. मैंने बार बार कहा एक basic. So when you are talking about the computation, when we are talking about the courses of computing, so basically one, that is a development, one part. Another part where you are going to apply this. You are developing for what? For whom? You are developing an applications for an organization, or you are developing an applications to help the other applications. You're developing an applications which help to the hardware, or you're developing an applications to authenticate others. So one part, that is a development where you have some theoretical, you have some theoretical concept, and then you have a application or deployment. So theory and practical. Here, the area where you are going to apply. You are going to develop some theoretical concept for organization issues, or some application program, or some software systems, or system structure, or for hardware. And that thought means when you have algorithms, when you have a framework, when you are going to, what is framework? These algorithms in the real development environment with the help of various programming languages, वो आपका development हो गया. Means जो आपने theoretically सोचा वो practically आपने उसको. So this is basically the whole space of computing. This is the whole space of computing. So when we talk about the computer science, मेरे पास कई बार होता है, suppose that I am computer science, मैं कई बार जैसे we receive the paper, sir, ये IT पेपर आप सेट कर दीजिए, तो मैं जनरली इनको मना कर देता हूँ कि सर दिस इज नॉट माय एरिया. अरे डॉक्टर साहब आप कंप्यूटर साइंस के ना कर लीजिए, कोई बात नहीं है, आप कंप्यूटर साइंस ठीक है, सब बराबर है, आप भी डेटा स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ते हो, हम भी डेटा स्ट्रक्चर कर दीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. There is no problem. There is no difference. Only the nomenclature. Because demand ज़्यादा बढ़ गई थी, we cannot increase the intake in one stream. So we have to create the multiple name so that we can increase the intake into the name of others. ये कोई बात थोड़ी है. But here, the fundamental difference between all these terms. So when we talk about computer engineering, it means you have a strong knowledge about the theory, about the application, and all together about system and computer hardware. Means microprocessor, computer architecture, compiler design. Means those things required to run the system. When you just switch on your computer, when you just switch on your mobile phone, when you are going to switch on your laptop, definitely a lot of the activities happen. And when all these activities happen, how all these things to be executed in a very systematic way. That is the responsibility of computer engineer. उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है ERP बनाने का. But है क्या? We are getting the degree, we are going to degree, and we are developing the website. Very foreign people are very smart. Okay, you are doing UG in computer engineering. Okay, what is your final year project? What is, sir, library management system? Sir, developing a website. Okay, thank you. That is not mandate of computer engineer. Anyway, chaliye. Here, that is the computer science. I think that now you understand. ये चीजें काफी हैं. Deep में we will discuss. We will have a multiple opportunities to interact, to discuss more in detail about all those things. Those who are interested, please contact with me. We'll have in detail कि कैसे कैसे क्या. एक just मैं overview. Here, आप देखिए, computer science में no application. You must have a strong command on theoretical part, algorithm part, framework designing, validations, analysis. ये आपका इसमें. This is the IT. No, कहते ना कि things related to the theory part. Completely, and no related with your hardware. Just see this section. Information technology, complete 100% application. Maybe for organization, maybe for application, maybe for software, maybe for system, for any kind of the application design. Here we are not talking about the hardwares, and here we are not talking about the theoretical part. So IT people must have a strong programming and development skill. And this is the information system. And when we talk about the information system, ultimately you must have a command. Suppose that you want to just promote yourself or say that yes, you are expert in ERP. In management section, you must have a complete knowledge, maybe the development or maybe the theoretical part. You must aware the various policies, various rules and regulation of an organization, and how these policies, these rules and regulations to be automated through your application program so that you can create a 100% transparency and time-bound processes. Okay, so this is the software engineering. No organizations, no hardware, all middle level. Core for the development. So this is the difference. So in this space of computing, every stream have their own mandate, and we have to understand what we are doing and what we are going to apply or what we are going to take. We must have a strong clarity. That is something is very important. And these chapters, these things, these experts will help a lot. Okay? And when we're talking about this chapter, so as I told that, not me, your seniors from second year, from third year, from final year, and those who pass out also alumni, they provide you the opportunities. What are the various opportunities you will get in computer science? They'll provide the guidance. They also motivate you. And they also provide a platform where you can compete or interact with the like-minded mind, not only in India, across the globe, so that you can choose a right career path from institute to industry. At the end of the day, the basic objective of all of this study is to get best opportunity, best career opportunities. यही तो है ना, कि और कुछ है किसी के लिए? यही है. Career opportunities में maybe you are going to take a job or you develop your own venture to provide the job. But सबके होंगे. If someone have a skill, नहीं sir, we want to go into the agriculture sector, we want to ease the task of farmer. वो एंटरप्रेन्योर में आ गया, वो भी कहीं ना कहीं. अब वो क्या होगा? डायरेक्टली नहीं, इनडायरेक्टली यू आर एनहांसिंग द क्वालिटी एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड. सो एंड द बेसिक objective, we must have a strong connect with announcement. Means what on 12th February 2022, within an hour, can we receive such information? Yes, when you are connected. And I think that through the technologies, there are a lot of the platform, personalized app, Twitter, there are so many things. And when the student is the part of this community, so their responsibilities to provide all latest informations to their core members. Why? Because their members basically carry on the legacy of computer science. So announcement and then networking. Just tell me one thing. There are two places. One, cinema hall. Another is university. When you are going to watch a movie, आप देखिए वहां क्या बातें होती हैं. Movies को लेके movies अच्छी हैं, कौन सी movies आने वाली हैं. There is an ecosystem. There is an environment. But when you go into the universities, वहां पे the environment is different. We'll talk about the education, क्या होगा कैसे. So every place have their own ecosystem. So we must provide an environment where we can interact. Maybe you are talking to any professor from abroad. I say maybe it's very difficult to reply. But if you just reply from your ACM email ID, because every member get an ACM email ID. Sunil Singh @acm.org. They always reply. Okay, acha ACM. Okay, ठीक है. Suppose that you did some activities. How to highlight your activities? Yes, you did the activities under the umbrella of ACM. Okay. So we always need some branding, some quality branding of computer science. ACM is the topmost. Another, definitely, through this learning, we are going to provide a lot of opportunities, as I told. Okay? So ultimately, it's a collective effort. We must have a positive students, we must have a positive educators, and we must have all kind of the resources. And when we have a great balance of all these three, definitely no one can stop to fetch the opportunities. So ultimately, एक और भी है कि after the graduations, what are the opportunities? Maybe some students going to industries, some students going to become innovators, someone going for the higher studies, someone going for the public sector, someone going for the research organization, someone become as an entrepreneur, someone become as a startup. So we have to think where we have to go. We have to go into the industries, उसके mandate अपने हैं. Innovators के अपने mandates हैं. Yes, we want to go for the research, उसके mandate. So we have to start your working from day one. Not कि first year है चलो चलने दो, अभी second year कोई बात नहीं है, third year है चलो let's start. कुछ नहीं होना है. So each and every day, each and every moment is very, very important, because the final deadline is fixed. And we are approaching toward the final deadline every day. So whatever the outcome, whatever the opportunities you want to grab, you must be very clear. But in all how to कहते हैं ना कि brand yourself. For that you need to write. और एक सिंपल सी बात है कि when we're talking about every employer have their own expectation. Every employer, the first things, you must have a strong subject knowledge. Second, they always expect that you must have research and innovation aptitude. You must have a problem solving skills. Adaptability means ready to accept the changes. In this COVID scenario, you must ready to accept, yes, if the situation is not allowed to come into the office, yes, I will work from home. But abhi kya ho raha? This is the kind of you can say that can create a space. You can continue your work. But what happened? Abhi 2-3 days back, I got an information that one of the person doing, I think that 9 to 10 jobs in parallel because of work from home. So this is not good. So we must be ethical. Interpersonal skill, team building skill. How to enhance this interpersonal team building? These chapter will provide interpersonal when you are interact to each other, when you have to plan some activities, you have to organize some activities, take a lead to host the activities. We always here, I think that you just visit the website. We do a lot SSP, student speaker program. Suppose that connects have a knowledge that yes sir, I want to just talk about the machine learning. Please come, Anis. Speak about the machine learning. And when you speak on the machine learning, we will acknowledge your this speaking skill. Yes, Kanis has given a talk on machine learning through ASIM platform. It given recognitions. Yes, you have a interpersonal skill of communication. Writing skill is something is very, very important. And another, that is the last, I feel that you must have a great passion and commitment toward your profession. You must be very happy with your profession. If you're a student, must be very happy. Nahi, my student, mujhe karna hai. If you're whatever the profession you are doing, you must be very honest and very happy. And another things, employability ke liye, I think that these points are very important in the current scenario. Be honest with your academics. I think there is no tools. There is no tools to check this parameter. Is it true or not, Charan? There is no tool to check.
Yes, sir.
It
Especially in this online age.
Online, I think that Charan, you tell very right things. Online, I have defined a lot. Online को मैंने 2 word में define किया है. I think that you understand with me. One, it gives the flexibility, जो कि हम लोग अभी avail कर रहे हैं, and yes, it also gives the isolation.
Yes.
अब isolation is very bad, and flexibility is very positive. अब कनिक्स और चरण मुझे कहीं भी दिख जाएंगे, सेक्टर 17 की मार्केट में कहीं भी मिल जाएंगे, यूनिवर्सिटी मिल जाएंगे, मैं खुद आगे बढ़ के और कनिक्स कैसे हो आप, चरण कैसे हो, कैसा चल रहा है आपका, बिकॉज यू आर यूटिलाइजिंग द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. बट कई लोग हैं नहीं, ठीक है सर हम कैमरा बंद कर रहे हैं, ठीक है सर ने बोला हम आके बैठ गए, कोई मतलब नहीं है. वी डोंट वांट फॉर्मेलिटीज, प्लीज. ये जो फर्स्ट वर्ड है, बी ऑनेस्ट योर एडमिक्स. So flexibility है कि from anywhere, from any place, at any time, you can do to enhance your learning capabilities. अगर ये flexibility है तो उसके साथ बहुत सारे और भी फैक्टर्स हैं. यहाँ पे जो इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है कि यू आर द बेस्ट पर्सन. ये बात मैं करीब 10 साल से कहता था, यू आर द बेस्ट पर्सन, मोटिवेट टू योरसेल्फ, नो वन एल्स. और इस कोविड ने वो चीज प्रूव कर दी कि यू आर द बेस्ट पर्सन टू मोटिवेट योरसेल्फ. नहीं, मुझे एक अच्छी जॉब चाहिए तो चाहिए, देयर इज नो अदर. एंड आई थिंक दैट यू ऑल फॉर्चुनेट दैट यू गॉट एन अपॉर्चुनिटीज. मैंने पहले कहा कि आपके जो पेरेंट्स हैं वो कितना इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं आप पे. They are investing a lot, not only in the terms of money. I think that there is a lot of investment in the terms of trust. They're providing all kinds of the facilities. So we must and respect to these trust. So ये बहुत important है. I think that अगर मैं in this whole discussion में बात करें तो ये चीज है of the right internship. ये बहुत important है. We always connect with the various activities. We'll discuss later on. Again, the leadership through your technical skills, enhance team building skill through this chapter. Research the companies and organization. जैसे कई बार होता है कि sir we want to go into the particular organization. हम search ही नहीं करते उसके बारे में. Deep search means you have to कहते ना कि make your frame where you want to go. If you want to go into the Google, if you want to go into the IBM, if you want to go into the Facebook, you must have a strong search about that one organizations. और ये बात मैं आपसे नहीं, मैं सबसे कहता हूं कि your selection will be guaranteed if you hijack the interview. And what is the meaning of hijacking the interview? Means you have to drive the whole interview. You have to develop your skill in such a way when you enter into the interview room and start your introduction in such a way that whatever you want, whatever the questions you have to set for yourself, that will be transferred to your interviewer and they will ask the same question. इसकी भी skills हैं. That is called hijacking. And this thing happen in the first 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes, you have to mold the whole interview according to yourself. Your selection will be 100%. And if you say that, sir, you can ask me anything, तब तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. ठीक है ना? So never ever say that you can ask. अब मेरे साथ पूछ, मैं बोलूं कि कनिष्क you can ask anything. मैं कई चीजें ऐसी होंगी. I cannot tell. ठीक है? So ये बहुत important है. And then regular follow up and enhance your skill. ये बहुत important है. Regularly follow up and enhance your skill. Here your ACM will help in 100%. That is the awareness about the happening. And when you have complete knowledge about such happening, definitely you have to enhance your skill accordingly. There is no gap. So these are the some things when we talk now, internet is not an internet, it's a collaborative computing. You are doing something, I am doing something, we work together. In 2025, in today, the importance of light is the same as the importance of internet. वो आज भी हो गया है. आप देखिए 10 लोग को बुलाइए घर में आप किसी इवेंट में, you just call 10 people for any kind of the event in your home. There is no need to put any music and other thing. They are all busy with their gadgets. But वहीं पर अगर आप जैमर लगा दीजिए, they will start complaining कि भाई नेट नहीं आ रहा घर में, क्या आपने घर कहाँ पे ले लिया है, या तो नेट ही नहीं आता है, how is bad कहते हैं. और उनको ये नहीं पता कि आपने जैमर लगा रखा so that you don't use the gadgets and you interact with all the family members. So it is not the problem with the person. उस environment ही ऐसा हो गया है. आप बच्चों में देखिए, and the beauty of computer science, students are not able to speak, students are not able to move. छोटे बच्चे हैं 1.5 साल 2 साल, but give them mobile, no need of any knowledge. That is the beauty. We have to design the devices. We have to design the devices in such a way that a small child who cannot properly speak, who cannot properly walk, but a child can work very properly on mobile. This is the beauty of an interaction. और आप उस era और उस profession से आप you got an opportunity to study and to enhance your or to looking for a career in that stream. We all lucky. ठीक है? Privacy will be one of the greatest concern. ये बात हमेशा कही जाती है और मैं ये बात को कहता हूँ, when you are connected with the internet, your privacy is 99.99 vulnerable. Is vulnerable. When you are in public domain, your privacy is always be a great concern. ठीक है, उस पर हम कभी बात करेंगे कभी. So we have to connect. Let us connect to make our career in computing. Discover the new knowledge, study on that one, work together, inspire the others, and definitely we have to create lot of resources. Here I'm not talking about we have to use resources, discover the things. What ML में, AI में, deep learning में, data science में क्या हो रहा है? And then we have to study where is the gap, identify the gap, work on that one gap, and then inspire the whole world. Yes, you did this. You work on these gap and found the solution, and create the resources for others. Means these research papers, these documents. Connects. Suppose that you send a CV to me. How can I validate your hard work? How can I validate your skills? आप कहोगे, sir, go on this link. My 10 works are listed. When your work is in public domain, your work is already verified. Because if your work is not your, definitely our public domain में people will claim कि this is my work. ठीक है, तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम अपने वर्क को वहां पे कैसे, तो दिस इज समथिंग. और इसीलिए this chapter I received as a teachers and a head of department. I got as much as possible. मैंने बहुत कुछ लिया. I received lot of the things from the ACM. मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता हूँ. So ACM basically it's offer a single place resource, learning and career opportunity. एक जगह पे. No need to move. And all these resources, all these learning, all these career opportunities are authenticated. ठीक है, and in India, every countries have their own chapter. So india.acm.org and the CCT ACM student chapter have cct.acm.org. So there is no second thought about your identity. If your profile, if your name is listed in our student chapter, it is validated globally. It is already have a validation globally because cct.acm.org and acm.org is a platform of all the learners of the computer science. So why ACM? Definitely through your hard work to become a ambassador, means recognize yourself among all the eminent personalities. Second, bring you the world computing literatures. Whatever the knowledge you have to gain, you have to create the lot of the resources. And one of the magazine, that is XRDS, one of the latest, I think that big magazine, student magazine of ACM XRDS, I think that the current chairperson, Muskan, is the feature editor. I think this is one of the greatest success. I'm extremely motivated. I'm so much happy. I have no words to explain. Okay, and your previous, and I think that Ritika Diman, currently she is doing MS from CMU, Carnegie Mellon University, in AI, in languages. One of the top university for AI. They all from your college, they all from your this chapter, and they utilize this chapter in a best possible way. There are a lot of the platform. I think that I have listed some cover page of digital outlet. This year, the chapter started technical magazine, digital outlets bi-monthly. Whatever the thoughts you have the opportunities. Maybe now ACM have communication, ACMQ code. There are a lot of the things. But if the student have maybe have a novelty, have some skills, but they want to write up in the bigger platform, maybe they did not get an opportunity to write their things on the global platform. So we created. No, we have to respect the writing skill. We have to respect the value addition, knowledge value additions of each and every student. We created this technical digital outlet. Here you can publish your work, and it is globally available. If you have some thoughts about your machine learning, some thoughts about data science, data structure, compiler, whatever, IoT, Industry 4.0, whatever, you just write and submit. I think that you all aware that there is a project which is by the Facebook, free basic, internet.org. You visit, please visit, go and visit and see the opportunities are floating. मैं बार बार कहता हूं, there is no dearth of opportunities. The basic dearth is the honesty and the knowledge. If you are honest and knowledgeable person, there is no dearth of opportunities. Go and please see. Another, that is the internet livestats.com. A single platform, you get the live information about a lot of the data. Go and see. Here, all the some very prominent. I think that everyone have Facebook in their mobile phone. Everyone is searching every day about the Google. Now everyone is using the networking devices. Every homes have a routers, and one of the prominent organizations in the network is Cisco. Everyone know about the IBM. Everyone, facebook.com, google.com, cisco.com, ibm.com. You just write one word, developers. You enter into the development side of that one organization. See, things are so simplified. developer.google.com पे आप चले आइए, अब आप development side पे जाएंगे. And lot of the opportunities. If you have a skill, showcase your skill. If your skill up to the mark, they will contact you directly. तो ये कोई कहे कि सर हमें ये नहीं मिल रहा, हमें वो नहीं मिल रहा, मैं इस चीज को नहीं मानता. And there is a small video. I think that there is a small video. I think that ये वीडियो आप लोगों ने देखा ही होगा. आप जो अभी वीडियो आई थिंक मुस्कान.
यस सर.
ये वीडियो वही है. मैंने कहा आप लोगों को इज इट ऑडिबल? एक मिनट.
Yeah, run, sir. Not audible, sir.
There is a demerit in this Google Meet when you are sharing these slides. So complete blank. You cannot see that ki audience kahan hai. So that's why I've just connected on the two devices. I'm audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you are audible.
So this is from my side. Thank you. So I've just brief out about the ACM, and here I'll try to just brief some few things. There is a lot of the opportunities, lot of the success have gained by your seniors, and they are doing a lot. They are doing a lot. Or in this every year we are adding something new, and I request you all that please visit cct.acm.org sites and see all the work done by your seniors. Okay, and I request that all the CSC students must onboard on this platform. Must onboard on this platform. And if anyone have any doubt, anything, so please consult with me, because learning need the honesty and initiative. Okay. And now only the 31 students. So most of the students, anyway, chale, that's their choice. So Sudhakar sir, कैसे हैं आप?
Yeah, good, sir.
Good. So this is from my side. If any student want to discuss anything, so I hope that I just hello, I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
So you're audible.
So I hope that I answered all the questions, because the work is too much. The work is too much, or it is always be very difficult to find out which work we are going to include or which we have to left out. It's very difficult for me that. So I just a basic layout I have created to make a flow of our discussion or interaction. Now the floor is open. If anyone have any doubt, anything they want to discuss with me, but please come forward and be honest for your academics, as I mentioned. So if anyone have any doubt, anything they want to discuss with me, so please discuss. Otherwise, we are going to conclude this session. Muskan, your camera is off.
Oh, yes, sir.
I think that everyone wants कि जल्दी से जल्दी कॉलेज खुले, क्यों नहीं? है कि नहीं? अनुरीत, सब लोग चाहते हैं जल्दी जल्दी कॉलेज खुले, सब लोग फिजिकली मिले.
Yes, sir.
Class. चलिए, anything else? Any questions? Anything? Anrit, आप please देखो.
Yes, sir. So I think I may conclude the session now. Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. And thank you everyone for joining today for the session. You all can contact us for future updates and events, and also follow our social media accounts. As sir said, you can visit our website and application to see the work that we have been published.
Anrit?
Yes, sir. Sir, your video is
Anrit, it is also request that you just circulate the basic informations about the ACM platform and how the students can get into that one.
Yes, sir. That.
Okay.
Yes.
Means just circulate the information about the membership of the ACM chapter, how they can connect with this one. So please provide all the information.
Yes,
to
sir.
the
We've
students, okay?
done it once. I'll share it again in the chat box for the membership link.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
So my concern is that you please circulate all the information related to the ACM and how the student can be on board on this platform. Okay. So
Yes.
each and every information about all. Okay. So anything else? Okay. So Anurit, so can we leave?
Thank you, sir. For
Okay. Thank you.
again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
for
much.
sparing your time in this busy schedule. And we will be looking forward to organize another meeting. Okay, sir, in future also.
And we'll try to do all this in future. We are please try to do in the physical mode. Okay, because
Yes.
here the isolations. Because we don't want to given an opportunity to
Definitely, sir.
the
Definitely.
students
In future, we will try
with
to do it.
isolation.
I think after February, we can
Yes. When the
arrange all
situation
those things.
when the
Yes, sir.
situation become normal,
Yes, sir.
because safety is the paramount. Safety of the student is very, very important. There is no second thought, and we always keeping the safety as a paramount, and then just maintaining all the COVID guidelines. We'll try to interact with all when the things will be normal. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to each and everyone for providing me a platform where
So I will say every student to switch on your camera for one photo session. Last photo session, switch on your camera.
only.
Okay, Anrit, you can take few snapshots.
Okay, sir. Just a second.
शौर्य हर्ष बड़ी किताबें यार तुम्हारी बताया नहीं तुमने तो यार तो शौर्य ऑडिबल शौर्य रोल नंबर 56 मैंने कहा बहुत अच्छी लाइब्रेरी बना रखी है यार आपने तो हाँ नहीं गुड गुड आपकी लाइब्रेरी देख के मुझे अच्छा लगा है कि नहीं ऑलवेज बी नेचुरल ठीक है चरण शौर्य नेचुरल रहना चाहिए ठीक है हमेशा नेचुरल रहना चाहिए नेवर एवर ट्राई टू बिलीव इन शोइंग ऑल दोस थिंग्स ठीक है देखो मैं कभी भी अपना एनवायरनमेंट कभी फेड नहीं करता हूँ ना ब्लर्ड करता हूँ जिस एनवायरनमेंट बैठा हूँ विल ऑलवेज ट्राई टू इंटरेक्ट ठीक है ओके थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, I guess if you have any question, you can always interact with the team of the ACM. Rest is with the chairperson of this, both chairperson. You can handle all the queries, I guess. And we will again meet in future in physical mode. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.